Hello everyone, my name's Amy. I'm from the Department of Language and Creative Writing. Today I'm here to talk about LICA project and writing anxiety. You see, for non-native writers, they're often stressed and anxious during the process of writing. Why? It is because they're trying to use the correct wording, the correct grammar, and the correct sentence structure. But throughout this process, they bring on so much burden for themselves. Now, this is why the Academic Writing Education Center and the Department of Psychology are working together to solve this problem together. Now, you see, we're trying to see what has influenced writing anxiety, what causes it, and we're trying to see it from the perspective of psychology, thus the collaboration. But after we have adopted to investigate this from the point of view of psychology, we realized this is effective because through the 17 weeks of training, the number of edits for our students gone down, the writing quality increased, and through their self-report, we see higher confidence with themselves and they're less anxious and less stressful during the process of writing. But before I start to begin explaining how exactly we did it, we need to know what is going on when we are anxious during the process of writing. So we have to talk about working memory. You see, what is working memory? Working memory is that when you're exposed to a piece of information over time, the more familiar you're with it, the more likely it will be stored on your long-term memory bank. Through repetitive rehearsal, the faster your retrieval will be. And how has this, what do this have to do with, writing anxiety? Is that the more familiar with it, with the information you're trying to use, the less stress you will be. Because in your cognitive resources, there are more spaces for you to work with. So, adopting the theory of working memory, we combine it with techniques from LICA. In LICA, we're trying to eliminate students' writing distractions by, per se, dimming the color of our screen to a pale yellow, or turning off the monitor all at once, or we deactivated spell check for the student to be less distracted during the process of writing. And then we give them instructions that are, we give them instructions and tasks that are friendly to them. For example, we will give them reading and writing samples that are catering to their needs, such as because they're graduate students, they need to complete a thesis, so we train them on the writing skill of summarizing and paraphrasing. When we are training that skills, we train it from different angles. We may ask them to orally summarize it first, research it further, and then actually write it into a paragraph during class. Now, this is actually not a drill, you have to understand, is that we are trying to train this from different angles so they can create a more automated response to their writing performance. After 17 weeks, we have seen positive outcomes. However, further investigation is needed. Thank you very much for listening.